This video was presented by the EA Creator Network. I just wanted to remind you that you can use my code UrbanSims upon checkout when purchasing any Sims 4 content via the EA app or thesims.com. By doing so, you're directly supporting me as a creator, and I can't thank you enough. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you are new. My name is Jen, aka UrbanSims, and today we're exploring the brand new Sims 4 Life and Death expansion. I do want to let y'all know that this is early access, also known as CFE access, meaning the things that you see in this gameplay footage are subject to change. Also, I only have access to the base game and the brand new Life and Death expansion, so I won't be able to show you any cross compatibility with other packs. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do in terms of what type of series I'm gonna film or LP, but I can assure you I've been thinking about the series quite a bit, and I think I might have an idea. I'll continue to iron out those details on the sidelines, but in the meantime, let's read off the info card. An endless journey. Build your Sims bucket list with goals based on traits and relations. Complete them for powerful rewards. They can also be finished in the afterlife as unfinished business. The ultimate reward is rebirth, but you can also move on or stay as a ghost. A ghastly, gorgeous life. Join Grimm's career to reap souls and help ghosts, or become a mortician to deal with death in another way. Explore crypts, build new skills, and pursue the ghost historian aspiration. Bond with a pet crow or collect tarot cards, ideal for macabre Sims. Goodbye for now. Sims grieve in 4 ways based on personalities and relationships. Customize grieving rituals to fit your story. Create wills to pass down heirlooms, assign guardians, and distribute simoleons. Honor the departed with memorials, urns, and custom grave sites. Friendly or fiendish. Linger as a ghost, helping or terrorizing the living. Grow abilities, assist with chores, or levitate Sims for fun. Earn fear or goodwill essence from interactions. Enjoy the afterlife activities, including special spectral woohoo with another ghost. Before we get into some gameplay, I just want to start off by reading the description for the brand new world, Ravenwood. Things always get a little spooky in Ravenwood. The Whispering Glen, with its nightly moon rivalry festivals, is perhaps the most normal part of this area, where locals have settled down for a slice of quiet country life. Crow's Crossing Village, however, is clearly quite haunted. Swaying by themselves, that merchant fellow down by the crypt, scary little Edith guarding the well of longing and regret. But despite the hauntings, the living have certainly made it their home as well, with a variety of festivals and places to explore. Morningvale is where things get extra ethereal. It's well known as a home for ghosts and those seeking them. Sometimes Grimm even stops by. Okay, so here's Ravenwood at a glance. I've actually had about, I think, 6 hours or so of me playing the Sims 4 Life and Death expansion. I'll admit, primarily I was just kind of getting our story together and figuring out what I wanted to do, but I did get a chance to kind of explore the world loosely. So there are 3 different regions. Here we have Morningvale. So this is the area that is extremely freaking haunted. And I know a lot of people were kind of concerned about Ravenwood being really light and bright. Well, the Sims team did something a little bit different with this world. Each region has its own different lighting source. I don't know if that makes sense, but in Morningvale, this is actually where our Sim resides, by the way. The lighting is very dark. It reminds me of Forgotten Hollow. It has kind of like a green cast to it. It's super hard to differentiate night and day, as opposed to, let's say, Whispering Glen, where it's sunny and bright all the frickin' time. I am curious to know what the overall weather will be like in Ravenwood. I have kind of a feeling that it's going to be like cloudy and windy, but to be honest with you, I'm not entirely sure. But let me dial it back a little bit and tell you about each specific region. I'm not going to read off the description. I'm gonna let y'all pause the video and do that yourself. Over here, we do have an empty lot. I've actually placed my Sim, as I mentioned earlier, on this lot, built her a little home based on the other houses within this region. There is a ghost family that resides here, and they are the Izadi Gomez household. We also have a nightclub called Club Eternity, and then a vacant lot called the Cozy Casket House that sits on hollowed grounds. Moving over back to Whispering Glen, this place is full of a bunch of estates. We have this really big 64 by 64 lot here. This is the old Vanderhouse estate. I've created my own lore for Ravenwood. It is a part of our story. I'm not going to get into it too much now because I kind of want it to be more of like a mystery, something we piece together slowly. I don't want to leave you totally hanging, so what I will do is read off the info for the Vanderhouse estate so you can get a little bit of back history on this family. It says, once upon a time, this plot of land was home to one of the most prominent families in Ravenwood. That was until a tragic accident struck and tore the entire legacy apart. Rumor has it the last living member of the Vanderhouse clan had the estate demolished after he discovered the dark truth behind the family name. So apart from the homes being absolutely stunning and Whispering Glen, we do actually have two families that reside here. We have the Gomez household, which I'm assuming is probably related to the Gomez ghost household. And then we also have the Ether family. I don't think I'm saying that correctly. And then over to the left, we have the Final Drought, which is a bar. I'm super excited to go to both of these venues. I haven't checked them out just yet, but our final destination is Crow's Crossing. We do have a bunch of homes happening here. This is kind of where you're going to find like the starter lots and things like that. The first one is Crow's Perch. So it's like a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom. It's only 24,000 simoleons, which actually I think is quite a steal. We have the Spectre household. Super excited to see them making a return. And then we have our graveyard, the Eternal Hollow. I'm so happy that we have cemeteries back in the game, and the way that cemeteries and the grave sites work are actually quite intriguing. I can't wait to show you guys how this looks. But yeah, very excited for cemeteries to make their appearance because it's been a long time coming. Let me just say that. And then we have the old Ravenwood estate. So yeah, there was 2 estates at one point, and I'm not really sure exactly what happened here. Nobody lives here. It's a 6-bedroom, 7-bathroom house. It's super freaking massive. And the last and final home in Crow's Crossing belongs to Seth Vanderhouse. So he is the last living member of the Vanderhouse clan. You're probably wondering, why does a multimillionaire live in such a tiny little place? Well, after he had the estate demolished, Seth decided that he kind of wanted to go not necessarily into hiding, but he wanted to live more of a private life. What happened, the tragedy that occurred at the estate, honestly changed Seth in ways that he never possibly could even imagine. The tragic accident that tore his family apart at the seams happened when Seth was only 15. So as you can imagine, he's been living his entire life with this elephant quite literally on his frickin' shoulders, and as he slowly started to uncover the truths about his family, he didn't really necessarily want to be associated with them anymore. But in a strange contradiction, Seth has been obsessed with righting his family's wrongs and exposing all of the things that they have done in the past. Okay, that's enough about Seth. I really wanted to get into Create a Sim to introduce you to the main sim of our series, Opal Ashwood. I'm not going to go through the entire cast catalog for The Sims 4 Life and Death. I might do a separate video later, just because if I'm being completely honest, it was pretty underwhelming and I really just want to get into the gameplay. But what I will do is share with you the brand new traits and aspiration that come as a part of this pack, and then also there's a brand new base game update obviously that will be coming in preparation for the Sims 4 Life and Death expansion, and it includes this really cool feature that allows you to right off the bat in Create a Sim pick a cause of death. So in theory that means you could literally make ghost sims and you don't have to go through the process of unaliving them. So there are a few different causes of death here, and these will be highly dependent on the packs that you own. Obviously, I only have the base game and the Sims 4 Life and Death, so my options are pretty limited. We have death by anger, death by cowplant, death by drowning, death by electrocution, embarrassment, fire, hunger, laughter, and overexertion. There is a brand new death type, death by murder of crows. It says this sim chose to tangle with the talons of the crow collective and came out a little less alive as a result. So without giving too much away, I think it's kind of obvious that crows are a part of this expansion, and they're not just a part of this expansion. Like, you can actually own them as pets, but I guess there is the chance that you might end up dying as a result of messing around with them. I'm not sure how it works yet. I haven't really played with them too much. But in terms of the aspiration, we have a brand new knowledge aspiration called Ghost Historian. This sim wants to learn everything about ghosts and use the findings to write spooky horror novels. So unfortunately for Opal, I didn't really feel like that trait fit her, especially because of her history. Opal really wants a big happy family, and that is primarily because she was adopted as an infant. Recently, her adoptive mom, or her mom, passed away, and so she's just been feeling extra lonely, especially because she still lives in the home that she shared with her mother, and she wants nothing more than to be able to have that family experience again. So let's hop into traits really quick. There are actually quite a few brand new traits, and I love to see that not every single one of them pertains to death. It actually does pertain to life, and I love that. So this one right here is one of my favorites. It says practice makes perfect. These Sims learn skills faster, even if they are a little slower at first. If we hop into lifestyle, this is where the remaining traits can be found. We have chased by death. Chased by death Sims know that death follows their every move. While risky and dangerous behaviors may have deadly consequences, frequent near-death experiences give these Sims a desire to live each day to the fullest and progress along their soul's journey faster. Keenly aware of their own mortality, these Sims feel best when they are achieving something meaningful with their limited time left. Now, if you're wondering why I gave Opal this trait, it isn't because she's had a ton of near-life death experiences herself. She's just been around a lot of death. She actually works at a funeral home, so it's just something that's kind of been in her conscious. Like, she realizes that life is fleeting, and so she kind of has like this unhealthy relationship, or obsession rather, with death. It actually is kind of creepy. She's just fascinated by death. I don't know. She's also a macabre sim, so this is another one of those traits that come with the expansion. Embrace your inner darkness and your occasional intrusions of light. Macabre sims are all about being their best unique sim self while still reveling in all that life and the afterlife has to offer. Our final trait is skeptical. Not entirely trusting of the majority of things you see or hear, skeptical sims like to challenge the universe to provide concrete proof that something is indeed as it might appear. Opal's last and final trait is gloomy. I gave this to her not because she's inherently a gloomy or just a sad sim. I mean, yes, being around death every day, all day definitely would bring down your morale, but I applied it mostly because she is still mourning the loss of her mother. That passing is still very fresh in her mind. I think she only has like a few more sim hours until she's over it, but what I think I'll do is once I get access to all of my packs, I'll probably change it to something that's a little more appropriate for that time. Even though I told you I didn't want to do a deep dive into create a sim, I do feel bad not showing you some of the assets, so I'm just gonna let y'all take a quick little gander here at the hairstyles. I will say overall, I don't mind the hairstyles. They're not my particular taste. I really do like them for the aesthetic of this pack. I also really appreciate that for the colorful hairs, they have both the solid and the colorful variant. I really like this hair though. Like, I love it. I feel like it looks so good on Opal. Now, one of my other favorite hairs too, might I add, I just kind of want to like take you through this really quick, is this hair right here. I love this hairstyle. It has like a lot of volume to it. I can definitely see it being appropriate for Sims of all ages. Even the colorful version actually looks pretty nice. I love how the ombre is focused on top. And then we have this hairstyle that kind of reminds me of like Betty Boop or something. It's super cute, not necessarily my bag, but I get it for the theme of the pack. And then we also have this mohawk here, which I thought was pretty cool, especially with like the little scythe etched into the side. We have a brand new hat, two brand new hats actually. One of them has to be unlocked with the Undertaker career, which is actually the career that Opal currently works under. And then we have this hat, which you guys saw earlier. Accessories, we have brand new gauges. I don't know if you guys can see them, but we got like some glasses, necklace, makeup. We actually got two new items. We have this eyeshadow here, which is really cool. So it kind of looks like it's been smeared or smudged, and of course it's slider compatible, so you can create your own kind of like swatches. The lipstick is interesting. It kind of is giving me like post-mortem chapness. I don't know how to explain it, but I really like it for some reason. I think this would be tons of fun to play around with. I actually really like this lipstick. As you would expect, the style of the clothing is obviously going to suit the pack. I am not a huge fan of this type of clothing, but of course it kind of comes with the territory. I think the Sims team called it death shroud core. So I thought that was kind of cute and interesting too. It definitely put a label on this type of clothing. Now, one of my favorite pieces, I know how silly as it may be, I really like this oversized tee. In fact, actually Opal's second outfit here is featuring this tee. It's just a very relaxed fit with some leggings, nothing too crazy. And I love the way that it fits both frames. It looks beautiful. There are a couple other pieces here that I really like and don't necessarily fit the life or, well, I guess the death part of the expansion. This top here is also really cool too. I've noticed that there are a ton of crop tops in this pack, and I despise crop tops. I just don't like them typically, but some of these are actually really cool. You know, I really like the lace too, and the embellishments and the use of like different types of textures. We got like sheer, we've got, I think there's even like a really pretty, what is this, like pinstripes and things like that. This top also is kind of cool too. I like that it goes all the way up to the neck. It's sheer. Swatches are kind of fun too. I think it's actually really interesting how they made certain parts or certain elements of garments like translucent. Moving on to the bottoms, we do have a couple different bottoms. We have a brand new pair of jeans, which I really like. We have this cute little, it's almost like a, well, it looks like a skirt, but it's like very, I don't know, like they're just super flared out shorts, I suppose. We have like these lace denim shorts. These are kind of cute. We have a nice pair of oversized, almost like dress pants, but I think they're made out of jean. I like the skirt though. I really like the jeans and like the straps. I think it's supposed to be like a suspender skirt, but obviously for the sake of accessorizing it, they're not over her shoulders, and I don't even think they could do that anyway. So we got more dress pants. We have like, what is this called, a heron's tooth or something? I don't freaking know. Plaid, I know how to say that. So yeah, some really cute dress pants, and I love the color palette too. I really love like this kind of mysterious jewel tone palette. I'll never forget one time that I went into IKEA and they had an entire bedroom just like filled with like dark walls and like a jade green comforter, and it was just, I don't know, I really like this type of color story. So full body, this is kind of what we got going on here. I don't really understand this outfit at all, but I'm just gonna kind of take you through it. Oh, these pajamas, I love these pajamas. I'm so excited to see. Well, I guess it's just like a dress shirt, or not dress shirt, but it's like a pajama shirt. I just like it a lot. So I'm so excited to see that. We've got some other garments in here. I can tell that they were trying to fit a wide variety of different styles. So I appreciate the effort for sure. We have like this, what is it called? It's like a ghost costume almost. It's interesting with some sunglasses. I don't quite understand it. We also have like this raven suit. That's cool. And this one kind of just gives me like old 1800s, 1700s vibes. Also has like the tattered bottom, so that's super cute. Accessories, we do have a brand new pair of nails here. They're super glittery, really pretty actually. I like how they kind of ombre in to like a deeper color. There is a ring too that I really freaking like. I don't know if you can see it on Opal's finger right there, but it is of a skull. Shoe wise, we do have a nice assortment of shoes available. So we have like these little like mules, I guess. We have these dress shoes, these really cool boots with the embellishments, and then we have more of like these, I forgot what they're called, but yeah, more of these dress shoes. Okay, I like how I said I wasn't going to show you everything, but while we're here, I might as well. Stick to the plot. Oh my God, Opal as a man. Definitely not easy on the eyes. So here are the hairstyles for the men. I really like them. I like a lot. I think this hairstyle is my absolute favorite. This is the one that I put on set. I don't know what it is. It's giving like 1950s goth boy. I love it. And also this one too. It's very suave. It's very swanky. It's very rich. It's very luxurious. You already saw the mohawk. This hair is also really, really cool too. I love it. Here we have the Betty Boop hairstyle you saw earlier. And then this one just reminds me of every boy in my high school. Something we don't get often enough is a brand new facial hair. I don't really love this facial hair, if I'm being entirely honest. I am excited to see it, and again, it fits the theme of the pack, so I'm trying to keep my mind open there, but I just wanted to point that out in case you guys were curious if there is any brand new facial hairs. Accessories, you saw the gauges earlier, but it's so much easier to see them when the Sims hair is short. These are the glasses. There's also a mask, I guess you get once you reach level 4 of the Undertaker career. I've noticed a lot of these are for the Undertaker career. So yeah, I'm just gonna take you through the clothes. A lot of the items that you saw for the females are also available for the males. I'm not entirely enthralled with the selection for the males. I mean, some of these items are cool. Like I really like this sweater. Love this one too. This is actually a very nice outfit to use for formal, but the bottoms, yeah, they're kind of lacking. So we got like some shorts here, some dress pants. Oh, these are really nice pants. This whole outfit is such a vibe. I really like kind of alternating the colors too. So here we have like a nice, kind of like a copper rust contrasting against this navy blue vest. I love that. I really do. I do like what they did with the catalog and like all the textures and stuff. I feel like these items are, I would say, unique, but again, it's just like proprietary to the pack. And I don't know if I have a lot of Sims that kind of have this Death Shroud core style. Anyways, let's go into the full body here. I'm just gonna run you through it. Super cool. Love the suits for sure. This one only has one swatch, which I found to be really odd. I actually kind of like these suits here. They're really, really neat looking. And there's a lot of style too. Very regal, very ritzy. This robe is super nice. Would have loved to see this robe be available for the females. I know it's a little more masculine, but it still would have been nice. This would be cute as like a little swimsuit, honestly. So I'm kind of getting like the old time era as well, like maybe like early 1940s, maybe 50s, somewhere in there. But yeah, you guys pretty much have seen everything. There are items for the children. I think they actually even go down to infant. I'm not entirely sure, so don't quote me on that, but I do think there is. Yeah, there's some outfits for the infants too. Look at this. Look at the little spooky jams. I mean, they could be jams. It's just like kind of like a little full body suit here. So look at that, super adorable. We have some accessories. So I think these are supposed to be like leggings or pants or something like that. I don't know if they have any new hairstyles. I'm assuming not, but even toddlers actually have some brand new items to look forward to. Again, don't think we're gonna get any accessories or hairs for the toddlers. I feel like that's kind of to be expected, but they do get this little sweater. A few of the swatches have like the super duper cute butterfly, or maybe it's a moth on it. There is a full body too as well. There's actually quite a few full body outfits. I love that. So we got like some dresses, like some two-piece outfits here. This little Raven costume looks absolutely freaking adorable on the toddlers and a little less scary. So while we're here, let's just complete the cast, because I feel like I wasn't gonna do this and now I'm sucked into it. So for the males, they get all of these hairs here. And pretty much what you saw for the adults, they also will receive some tops. I'm not seeing any tops here. Bunch of full body outfits though. I'm sorry that all the swatches are in black, but I don't want to take up too much of your time showing you everything, so just bear with me here. I don't know if it matters, but let's just go and take a look for the female. So yeah, same things with the hairs. They're gonna go and convert to the children as well. And then there is one top for the female children, and I really like it a lot. I really like the sweater actually. It's super cute. Yeah, no, it's cute. I like that. All right, let's go into full body. So I think pretty much the same thing you saw for the male children is going to be the same for the females. And yeah, there is the Create a Sim catalog overview that I said I wasn't going to do. As much as I love the first episode of a brand new LP, I absolutely hate how much talking it requires to get here, but finally we're in our gameplay era and I'm so freaking excited. So right now Opal is feeling a little bit tired. She actually just started planting her mushrooms. She does have like a weird obsession with mushrooms for some reason. As you guys know, I absolutely freaking hate them. Really quick, I wanted to give you guys a tour of Morning Vale. This part of the world is the absolute freaking spookiest. It's also the foggiest, and the lighting here is just a little peculiar. You saw in the map view that every single home kind of had like a green tint to it, but clearly the homes aren't green, so it's just kind of that lighting playing tricks on your eyes. So this is where we live. This is our home here. I would definitely say the architecture and just the overall structure of the buildings is definitely a little bit different. And I kind of had a hard time playing around with it, if I'm being honest. Even though the exterior is definitely giving boring, giving beige, the interior is quite colorful. And I think you would be very proud of my use of color. So anyways, this is our little neighborhood. There's really not a lot going on. There's this spooky little shell over here, but you can't really interact with it. I actually think this is a super, super beautiful home. And then let me see here. We also have these buildings. This was my inspiration behind our build. It kind of looks like one building that got split into two, and I liked that. So that's kind of what I was going for. We do actually have some graves over here that you can interact with. I think this is a funeral coffin that you can sleep in. So if you're in dire need of some Z's, you know where to find some. Anyways, let's take a little trip down to the, ooh, wait, hold on. There's a boardwalk over here and a crypt. I actually haven't explored this world as much as I would have liked to, but hey, we're about to do that. So I'm excited. All right, so this is the Crypt of Eternity. You can actually name these crypts. You can explore the underground crypts. You can also maintain the urn and gravestone inventory, meaning like if you have an urn or gravestone in your inventory, you can actually put it in the crypt here if you wanted to. You can also nap and tell ghost stories. So these are actually highly interactable, which I appreciate. There's also some random things like lilies. I don't know if we have lilies in the game. I'm pretty sure we do, but I just don't ever see them. And then over here, we have like a little lake, I guess, that we can swim in. I don't know if I would swim here. It's kind of scary looking. If you follow the rock path next to the lake, it'll take you to the guardian tree. Well, you'll see a ton of spirits reconnecting, listening to whispers, maybe refilling their needs possibly, or scavenging. Apparently, we must complete Alice's sorrow first to be able to interact. To unlock these interactions. Also, another little thing that I kind of wanted to tell y'all about is we can now officially change the color of our ghosts. So say our sim was a ghost and I want to make her pink. I can make her pink. I can make her blue. I can make her green. I can make all of my ghosts pink if I wanted to. Unfortunately, I can't show you that because, well, we're not a ghost, but hey, maybe in the future we'll get lucky. I'm super happy that Opal is into this kind of thing because I feel like she's the perfect sim to kind of explore all of this with. I'm not sure what this structure is supposed to be. I just think it's a part of like the sacred grounds. There was also like trash on the ground over there, which I thought was kind of weird. But if we follow the trail, it takes us to another part of the lake where we can again swim and interact with it. Now, I don't know if there's like other things in the woods here or this is like set dressing. Oh, there's more mushrooms. Cool. We'll definitely have to come over here and snag those at some point. So yeah, lots of bodies of water, lots of woods. I also think there is a downtown area, which I'll take you to. So we're kind of back where we started here. But if we follow the road, it kind of takes us to the central part of town where you can view the bell tower. You can also ring the bell, which I think is super cute, or you can just kind of look at it. So I love that. There's also, there's like the town hall here, I guess. And this is, it's the Morningvale Town Hall. I'm really excited that the Sims team is starting to implement more shells. I know I hate shells too, but like just being able to interact with them and do things with them kind of, to me, brings a little more life to the worlds. So we can focus our camera on the Afterlife Anonymous, the Thin Festival, the Tarot Tome Shrine, the Baleful Bog, and the Alice in the Guardian Tree. So if you wanted to see where the Baleful Bog is, you would click this and I think it would take your sim straight to it. Oh, that's cool. That definitely makes finding things a little bit more easier. So we can use amenities. I'm not sure what those amenities are. We can also read billboards about Crow's Crossing, Morningvale, Whispering Glen. We can also read ancient archives and start our will. Create a will to make plans for Samoyed's heirlooms independence upon your death. Well, we don't really have anything. And actually the amount that she has right now, I'm going to correct because I'm sorry. Rhea didn't have it like that. All right. She wasn't that rich, but there's also what appears to be a little shrine down here. I can have Opal come and check it out, but she is going to bed right now. So I'll probably have her do that after work. I think she gets off. I want to say she gets off around 2 p.m. So that's plenty of time to kind of go and give you guys a proper tour. This over here, I think, is just a area that you can fish. Over here is like a little common area where you can have your Sims play chess. You can also interact with the undead cow plant. I have never seen a ghost cow plant before, and he is very angry, very hungry. He looks gorgeous in red. Red is definitely your color. And then we also have another friend. This one is Grim Deluxe Ascendant Crow. Mood, deviously fine. So as I was saying earlier, there are crows in the game and we can obviously interact with them. We can watch Grim Deluxe, we can socialize, and we can also give him a gift. Now, remember, you can die from pissing the crow off. So make sure that you have a good relationship with him, because if you don't, you might get your eyes plucked out. I don't know. It's a possibility though. I don't get to make the rules. And across from this common area, you will be greeted with the most magical, mystic body of water ever, also known as the Baleful Bog. I'm having a really hard time saying that. It is quite the tongue twister. So this body of water isn't just any body of water. You can still kind of do the basic things that you would do in a traditional body of water, but there's some very exciting interactions to be found here. You can have your sim have a out-of-body experience where Opal will become a ghost temporarily, and you're also able to rebirth your sim. However, your sim must be a ghost with the dreams fulfilled reward tier unlocked from the soul's journey. I haven't made a lot of headway in my soul's journey, but I'm going to show you guys how to find it. So all you gotta do is just click your aspiration icon, and as you can see, there are several levels to this ish. And how you kind of make headway is by completing items in your bucket list. And I'll show you how to add items to your bucket list. You can do it through a journal. I also think you can do it through the computer. So there's like a brand new journal specifically to add items to your bucket list. So the first level would be the road ahead, and the second one is making headway. Then we have finding purpose, no regrets, quite a journey, and then dreams fulfilled. So once you've pretty much lived a satisfying life, then you will be able to have the power to rebirth. Then that is where you would continue on your soul's journey as a ghost in the afterlife, which I think is kind of cool. So I'm not sure how far we're going to get, but I'm definitely excited to see. Opal's first item on her bucket list is just to get weird in a bush. Hear me out. I'd like to woohoo in a bush just to try it this once. Not looking for judgments. I could probably spend this entire first episode just freaking flapping my gums because there is so much to cover. It's actually pretty crazy how intricate this expansion makes your game, and it's just only the base game and life and death. Like, that's crazy. You can also make items heirlooms, by the way. So if I wanted to make let's see, this dresser an heirloom or this painting, I can do that, and I think I'd be able to like assign it in my will. We'll play with that a little bit later, but right now Opal does need to get ready to go to work. I would give you a tour of the house, but I mean, come on. I think we can pretty much see what's happening here. So yeah, this is some of the new furniture, new bed, new dresser. There's also this brand new mirror. We got some gorgeous paintings based off of the tarot cards. Speaking of tarot cards, here is Opal's backup deck. Now, they do need to be in your Sims inventory to be able to pull from them. And that is just simply something Opal does every morning, as she loves to pull a card to get her day started. And I actually think you can only pull a card once every 24 hours. So right after she finishes her bowl of cereal, we are going to draw our nightly reading. Kind of excited to see what it's gonna say, and it actually tells you. We pulled the Hermit. Sweep away any plans and make some room for seclusion. Take this moment to be introspective as you reevaluate your goals. The answers you seek lay deep within your bones. Talking to yourself or being alone is desired. Another thing in this expansion that I don't quite understand yet, but I'm sure we'll kind of discover as we play, is grief. So when your sim experiences a great loss, grief affects them differently. I think some sims get mad, some sims get sad. They have like different buffs and things related to the grief. I also think you can attend grief counseling if you really needed someone to talk to. Being that Opal works as an undertaker, she's currently digging graves. Grief is no stranger to her. In fact, the passing of her mom was probably one of the most hardest thing she's ever had to go through. She was so attached to this woman that she actually kept her urn in her home on this shrine. If we hover over the urn, we can see here that there is a memento. It says, "Thank you for loving me with every fiber in your soul. I hope one day I can be half the woman that you are. Love, Opal." So another really cool thing, I know, so much talking, that we can do is we can actually change the way our urns look. I am so sad though that we don't have more options than just these two, but I'm excited that we're able to kind of switch up the look of our urns. We're also able to switch up the look. I'll show you guys really quick. I kind of feel bad doing this to Rhea's soul here. But you can also toggle the display. So we can display it as a gravestone, and then we can also choose which gravestone we would like to select. So I think that's really awesome. There's so much customizability in this pack. It's hard not to keep talking because there's just so much. There's so freaking much. Did she go up here to view this terrarium? Okay, wait, death frog. Wait, this is a death frog? Oh my God, Opal would have a pet death frog. I don't even know what else to say. Did he just like laser that fly? Oh my God. So anyway, she's on the computer. We have work in about 1 hour. So speaking of work and careers and things, there are 2 brand new jobs. One of them is playable and the other one is just kind of like a rabbit hole. Miss Opal is in the undertaker career, and the interactive career allows your sim to become a reaper. The time is nigh to don a robe and become a reaper. As Grimm's employee, you'll be able to climb his triangular ladder and gain rewards like discussing deathly business and owning a timeless hourglass. Scry your way to the top and earn being Grimm's right hand while unlocking a truly Grimm-worthy outfit as you spread death's touch wherever you go. Opal's got like 15 minutes to kill, so I'm gonna have her come downstairs and watch the new TV station called Static TV. I don't know what the hell this is about, but I can't wait to see. If it's literally just images of static and noise, I'll probably just like throw myself on the floor because for some reason, yes, it literally is. Who watches this? She watches this. Why is this so mesmerizing? I don't know. Anyway, she's got like 4 more minutes to kill. If this is actually adding to her fun bar, I'll die. No, it is. It totally is. She's enjoying this. So I think she needs to go to work now. So I'll go and have her do that. We also received a mysterious package, which I'll have her open when she comes back from work. But there she goes. Look at her little gravedigger outfit. It's not the most flattering, but it is cute on her. Grave mistakes. While doing rounds, Opal notices a rather large crack running straight down the center of an old gravestone. Strange sigils lay carved in the sides, and a sad aura envelops her as Opal draws near. Upon closer look, Opal sees that the grave sits caked in dirt, barely legible, and Opal begins to wonder why no one ever came to visit or bring flowers. Is it cursed or just forgotten? Either way, Opal has to do something. At the bottom, you can see the last option requires the Thantonology skill. This is a brand new skill with the expansion. What I think I'm going to have Opal do, because she's kind of compassionate and she is very empathetic, I'm going to have her clean the gravesite as best as she can. With a little elbow grease, Opal made the grave look practically new, minus the crack, of course. Before leaving, Opal runs her fingers along the sigils. What strange carvings. A chill passes over Opal before turning to leave. That must have been the right decision because Opal just got promoted to bodyguard. Opal has been promoted to bodyguard. She will now make an additional 14 simoleons per an hour for a grand total of 36 simoleons per an hour. She also received the following bonus, 144 simoleons and some new clothes. Her next shift is Friday at 9 p.m. Oh my gosh, like as in tonight, 9 p.m. Like this Friday. Oh my gosh, that sucks. I was looking forward to like unwinding and relaxing. We even got invited out to go to the freaking bar. What? That sucks. Okay, so anyways, we're probably gonna have to call Brandon and tell him that we are unfortunately not gonna be able to make it today. I'm gonna just go and send him a little text and be like, hey Brand, gonna have to reschedule. I'm sorry to leave you hanging, but I have to go back in tonight. And I'm sure Brandon totally gets it because he also works in the undertaker career. It just kind of sucks because I've been really looking forward to having some downtime, some fun, because I feel like I've just been doing the same thing over and over, and sometimes it's nice to get out of the house. Anyways, I don't know what Opal's obsession is with this freaking frog, but I am going to have her come out here really quick, and we're going to harvest all the mushrooms. This is a little side hobby that she likes to do to be able to earn some extra simoleons. I also fixed her family funds to reflect her current situation. She doesn't have all the money in the world, so this promotion is very much appreciated. I also do need to open up this mysterious mail, so let's have her do that. Oh, okay. It's a gift from a stranger. With trepidation, Opal opened the box from a supposed stranger to see what's inside. She received 2 Rabbit's Choice cupcake, 1 quintessential vanilla cupcake, 1 wolf eel, and 1 confident potion. I don't want to come off unappreciative, but the eel is kind of scary. Like very, very, very scary. And it also smells bad, I guess. We have the cupcakes, which can't be sold, but I wonder what happens if we eat them. Nothing. Maybe I'll just put them in our fridge for later. I think I'm gonna throw away this rotten eel. I don't understand why somebody would give this to her. That is just so strange. What do I do with it? Can we mount it? I mean, we do like weird things after all. So of course, like she would totally mount this freaking eel and like put it on her wall, because what else is she gonna do with it? I did not take Opal as a sports fan, but she's been over here really freaking into football. We just got a text back from Brandon and he's totally understanding about not being able to go out to the bar, but he heard that the game was on and wanted to watch it with Opal, so he's just wondering if he can come over and, you know, kind of hang out for a little bit before she has to go to work and enjoy the game. I'm gonna say yes, because it would be nice to have some company, but what I really wanted to do was just give you a little bit of insight on Opal's past, who she is, her personality, because I feel like I haven't been able to really showcase that in the way that she deserves. So here are a couple pictures that Opal has taken over her life. This one is the earliest photo that we have of her. This is when she was a child and she was actually playing around in the crypts. Rhea thought she ran away and went to go find her, and no, she was just running away to go play in the crypts. And that's one thing I've always loved about Rhea, is she has never ever judged Opal for having this obsession with death. I don't even know what it is, but anything related to it, she's just been drawn in like a bug to a light. So back then she had the colorful hair still, she was wearing quirky clothing, and Rhea just let her be who she just naturally wanted to become. And I love that. She loved her with no limits. So here we have a couple of pictures of Brandon and Opal. I don't know if y'all got the vibe, but Mr. Brandon here has always had a very, very, I don't know, like small crush on Opal. There's just something about her that is just mysteriously attractive. He loves how cool and chill she is, that she's always down for a fun time and adventure. He's just, I don't know, a little shy to like break the ice. Maybe he'll get there someday. And then you already saw this one, kind of Rhea and Opal. This is a sad picture because it was one of the last ones that they had taken together before Rhea passed away. But this woman right here, an icon, an absolute freaking icon. The way that she loved Opal is the way that Opal hopes that she can love her children someday. So Brandon just made it. Hey, Brandon, come on in. You don't even knock. Look at him. He's so tall. Ooh, shoot. Oh, we can offer a tarot reading. Let's do it. We're going to charge him too, because we need the extra $30. And you know what we'll do? We'll see if we can take that money and throw it towards a pie. We'll order some pizza. I don't know if he's actually going to pay. He's like, really? You're gonna look at the way he looks at her. Oh my God, I love it. Oh, he is in love. He is smitten. And the thing is she like just doesn't even realize it. I don't know what his reading was, but he's definitely not happy about it. I'm going to add him to the group. I'm also going to lock this door because I have a feeling that that's exactly where Brandon was about to go. In fact, I'm going to lock all the doors up here because there's no reason for him to be just perusing around our house, right? Especially our bedroom. Like, I don't want him to see that we have pictures of him up. That's kind of strange. So let me see if Opal can go and order a pizza really quick. Let's pause the timer because I don't want any more time to slip away. And I forget how to do this because I haven't played in a while. So we have Zoomer's food delivery, or we just have regular pizza delivery. Bran, what kind of pizza do you like? Canadian bacon, pineapple? Pineapple doesn't belong in pizza, Bran. Okay. All right. But we'll do it because, you know, he paid us $25. We'll just pretend that was for the pizza. He's like, no. I'm going to buy it. No, I insist. I'm not exactly sure what's going on between Brandon and Opal, but the pizza isn't the only hot thing in this house because he is feeling extremely flirtatious. Unfortunately for Opal, she's getting kind of sleepy. I would love for her to go and take a nap, but I just don't think that's going to happen right now. So one of her goals, right? One of her bucket list items was to woohoo in a bush. Like, what if for issues and gigs, like we did it with Brandon, you know, just to fulfill this bucket list. But I don't think we can actually do it without any strings attached. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do in the meantime, I know this is kind of rude, but I might send Brandon home. The game's over. We have to get to work here in about an hour. You didn't really get to see a lot of them interacting and stuff because they, it's The Sims 4. They don't sit down. So we'll just pretend they had a really good time. Hey, we even got leftovers. So I'm going to throw them in the fridge here. Opal's going to go upstairs and she's going to add an item to the bucket list. So we can write a goal. We can write the perfect goal. So we have options like, I want to get busy. I want to party. I want to adventure. I want success. I want a great family. I do want her to have a family at some point. I want to create. I want to travel. I want something else. Or we can write a goal from a category and we can even scrap our bucket list together. But I'm just going to write a goal at random and see what it is that her heart genuinely is desiring at the moment. Oh, I want to throw the most bizarre costume party of all time. You don't really know anybody. So these kind of suck because I'm like, oh, these are things you can't really do. Anyway, her work starts in about 2 hours. I feel so bad for, not even 2 hours. I'm sorry, like 1 minute. I feel so bad for this girl. She's out here hustling though. You know, she really does want to build a successful future, something that she can support a family on. I don't know if we'll stay here in this house, but we do have that spare bedroom. So it could be a possibility. So grave mistakes. It's the same thing that we had earlier. Let's research the gravesite. Let's just do something different. Flipping through the office records, it looks like the plot belongs to a John Smith Trico. Sadly, no family contact is listed. Poor John. Good morning, or should I say good afternoon. Opal slept in. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, definitely well deserved. She was out really late. I don't even know what time she got home, honestly, from work. I think she got home at like 5 o'clock in the morning. That's crazy. But we do have a whole 3 days off. And today there is a festival in town. It's the Ravenwood Family Day. Ravenwood Family Day. The Ravenwood Family Day Festival is starting now in Crow's Crossing. Stop by to participate in the frog finding contest. Try out the tasty boiling death frog hot pot. Oh my God. So like our little toad gets cooked. Visit the collector or learn more about wolves and crows. Child Sims can even try to get gifts from nearby friendly specters. It's sure to be a festival of family fun. So it looks like the festival is essentially all day long, which is great. And it's near the Mopey Manor. You already know the different things that we can do. And I definitely would love Opal to go and attend. The thing is this would be her first time without going with her mom. And that used to be something that they would do together. But I think in order to really pull her out of her shell, maybe we'll ask Brandon to go with us. But I'm thinking we'll do that in the next episode since this episode is already so freaking long. However, before I wrap it up, I did want to read this moodlet that pertains to grieving. Remember I told you earlier, grieving or grief in general was just something Sims will experience. It doesn't necessarily change her mood. It's just kind of there. It's lingering. So she has a slipping sad buff from grieving. It's difficult always putting on a stoic face when there is pain lurking below. Anyways, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this first episode here. I hope you all enjoyed. I will have another episode up shortly today so that we can dive into even more gameplay. With that said, don't forget to go ahead and, speaking of forgotten, I forgot to wallpaper this wall. I'll definitely make sure I do that. Anyways, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. Hope y'all enjoyed, and if you did, you know what to do, boo. Don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below where the sun doesn't shine, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.